Hmm. Oh. Yes!
Okay, so Soul Guard runs. I have not completed Soul Guard Hellborn. Let me take this, and I'm going to play it with Torch. I feel like I would like to play this Cold Channel, so I can trigger that with Torch, but the Cold Channel Soul Guard is often not that sturdy anyway. He doesn't have a ton of health. So we got a Titan Sentry. Excellent revenge unit. We got Vents, Crypt Builders, Wing Spirit. Wing Spirit is great along with Titan Sentry. It means we can probably just search for a large stone for him and call it done for a good long while. So we've got the More Mass Flesh Weaver. We've got Doombringer, Strix, and Hallow, which is the incant version. So we want to try to avoid playing around spells as much as possible. We're in Stygians. It's going to be really, really hard. Maybe if we can find a silence floor. Because, of course, the problem with Doombringer, Strix, and Hallow is not just that Hallow applies incant, it's that there are a bunch of those incant sap guys running around. And then we've got Dominion Seraph, which is going to be havoc on our front line if we cannot Daze Lock him. But we're in Stygian. We're going to try to Daze Lock him. Founding Seal is really, really, really good. I'm almost certainly going to take this. It applies to every version of Soul Guard. Every version of Soul Guard is an incanter. So, of course, we have the Cold Channel version and the Dire Channel version. I'm going to take Cold Channel. So what I would really like is if we could find that one event that could give us Wolo's Bloodletter. That would be awesome. We should beat Astrile very easily. So I can take this Pyre Dampener even though I have Crypt Builders. This is going to be a cakewalk fight. Do I want to put the Titan Sentry and Soul Guard both on the first floor? You don't normally want to do that, but I think I can get away with it. You can cast Vent for 0, it's still worth an incant. See, so this guy's taking 16 per turn. He takes 24 here, 24 here. He needs just a little bit more damage to die. He actually takes 24, 23, but we got it. So we're getting 2 shards per cast. Taking 123. I think we hit Wing Spirit and win. Oh, not quite? Okay. Let's see how much more we need. Let's see. I want both of these attacks to go through, I think. I think I actually do this. Then this. Okay, 292. We should have a lot of Frostbite on him. I think he's going to die of natural causes on the way up. Yeah, he dies in 2 rounds. I don't have that much coffee left. I might have to brew more during the stream. Let's see. Flash Freeze is pretty cozy here. Flash Freeze is very interesting on the Flesh Weaver. Let's see. I'm kind of feeling a Molting Imp right now. I'm definitely not taking a 3rd copy of Vent. I don't think I take a Fledgling Imp. This might actually be a skip. Molting Imp is pretty redundant with Vents. Okay, so the unit banner we get is going to be very important. We have 2 Merchant of Magic options. So Merchants of Magic are pretty great for the Vents and for the Crypt Builders, so I think we have to favor Merchants of Magic. Although it does pull us away from incant units. It might be that we just want to hit the Stygian banners no matter what, because it's going to give us chances to draw incanters, and with the Founding Seal, incanters will get strong very quickly. Vents are also very good at feeding incant. Let me just pop over here. Got a Frenzy Stone, Immortal Stone, and a Rune Stone. All pretty important stuff. Cold Kalia and a Titan Sentry. I probably take the Cold Kalia here. Although to get it to function on Dominion properly, it's going to be a lot of work. We might want a Silence Floor for Dominion. We might need it. But if we get a either a Silence Floor or a Daze Effect or both, will kind of allow that to function. I'm going to multi-strike the Cold Kalia. I could actually go the route of Endlessing the Titan Sentry. Maybe just do Endless Heartstone on him. Let me do that, because I think it's good prep for Dominion. If we just consider him to be a bit of a throwaway unit. I think the Runestone is not very effective right now. Despite being a strong upgrade overall, we're looking for something else to work with that. For this configuration, I think we run Soul Guard at the top, and then Titan Sentry Cold Kalia at the bottom. So Soul Guard, after we've cast one spell, will take care of all of the invasion forces. Actually, we use Event to clear the first round and spare him some damage. So that'll set up Incant 6 for him. I want to make sure I leave 2 tiles available so that I can always bring in the Titan Sentry if I need to. Going into the last round. So I can let him get killed by the boss and then bring him back. So we're not going to play the Shield Steward for that reason. I think we just do, like, Torch, Foregone Power, moving on. Okay, so I'll hit Wing Spirit here, and that kills already. We're pretty good at dealing with bosses. Not really feeling the Mollusk Mage. Ice Tornado's not good without Conduit. Titan's Gratitude is playable with 2 Crypt Builders, especially. I'll grab it. I don't feel good about these. Moving on. Alright, next I'm going to come over here, get Emergent Magic, try to get some power out of that. Oh boy, okay, the game is very determined on what it wants to give us. I'm going to go ahead and take another Titan Sentry, and we'll run in second floor. Spell Chain Holdover, interesting. So I could do something like a Spell Chain Vent with the Power Stone, and that allows us to always do 20 damage with that vent, which is kind of neat. This is a no-brainer. The other half of that decision is more questionable. Something else I could do is hold over Spell Chain on the other vent or on one of the Foregone Powers, which ensures that we're always doing 2 incants per round. But since the only incant unit we've hit so far is Soul Guard, that's a little weaker than it could be. And from the looks of things, I have 1 Hellhorned banner here, but no additional Stygian banners to fish for incant units. Let's see. We never want to Spell Chain on Crypt Builder. We could Spell Chain on Titan's Gratitude. That's been okay before. So Spell Chaining the base damage event is pretty cool, as I mentioned. 0 costing the Titan's Gratitude can be very helpful. Nothing here is really appropriate to the Crypt Builders unless I wanted to do plus 10 damage on them. I don't have something I want to hold over right now, I don't think. I think we need to purge at least 2 Shield Stewards, because I have 3 frontline units. So let me go ahead and deal with that, and then think about just Emberstone, maybe? Let me go ahead and Emberstone... Titan's Gratitude or the Flash Freeze, which one's more important? Emberstone the Titan's Gratitude. No, let me Emberstone the Flash Freeze. I think this is a spell we're more likely to hit with like a dualism later, and then it becomes a really important part of the strat. Since I think a lot of our gameplay focus right now is Frostbite maximizing. Okay. Remnant Luna Under Legion. So Under Legion, we often find like the Sap card. Melting Remnant consumables are pretty bad. They tend to give us Burnout or reference Burnout. Luna Coven consumables tend to be like the 20 health conduit thing. There's only a couple other consumables that Luna Coven has. Luna Coven does like to have conduit. I think Under Legion is probably the most applicable. This might also give us just a standard Propagate card. The Gooey Flask is about what I expected. So we could definitely find a situation where we play into Sap. It's going to be a little weird. But it could help our units stay up. So the toughest thing about Flesh Weaver is that on turn 1, he hits super, super hard. So I think what I do is a Titan Sentry can still take a hit from him and not die. So we're going to put one of those up top and put Soul Guard middle. Because he's hitting for 30 right now. So we just want to find ways to pepper him with little damage. Okay, we're taking 40 there. I think what we do then is Gooey Flask and then Vent. So we're going to focus very hard on trying to burn out his mass because it's very dangerous for him to be too healthy. Yeah, we're going to have to Wing Spirit really early. Just get that out of the way. Get a Spear Steward up here to make sure these get taken care of. And then I need to get casts off on this floor so that Soul Guard becomes relevant. We're not going to be able to heal or defend Soul Guard in almost any way for this encounter, so he's pretty doomed. So the combination of Sweep and Frostbite is very good at cleaning up Fleshlings. Yeah, Soul Guard is screwed. He's going to go. But before he goes, we want to make sure he takes out an optimal number of Fleshlings. Looks like that's about what we can do up there, and the rest doesn't matter. So I'm just going to make sure he hits the boss for as much as possible. Okay, we're at a point where we're not dying there. He's going to lose some mass. Let's try and make more. And with this, we can actually zero out the boss's mass. This is going to make him a kitten, and he's probably going to get killed by this Titan Sentry alone. Because we'll endless the Titan Sentry back, and we'll be made to shade. So how am I dealing with these guys up here? Okay, he's dying, so I can just do this. Take care of that. Then I can replace this. Bring out a Spear Steward, Titan's Gratitude. Oh, right, you don't fully die. Oops. Oh well, this is fine. Is boss dying here? Boss is dying here. We did a good job. We don't need our stuff to live, we just need their stuff to die. I think it's almost certainly Alloy of the Ancients. We need more tools to help our Soul Guard stay alive, because pretty much all we have going for us is like this revenge stuff. I think I'm bringing in this Nameless Siren so that I actually have some offense. Let's see. I think this is probably card draw. Card draw is pretty great with things like Forgone Power and with our Endless unit. And with these free vents. And I think we only barely have enough deployables to use our current energy budget. It's Cold Kalia, Nameless Siren, 2 Titan Sentries, and that's it. So yeah, this is the odd occasion where we're just taking draw. I want to check a Merchant of Steel pretty badly. Because I need to get this... I need to get this Nameless Siren upgraded pretty fast. We might also wind up needing to duplicate this Nameless Siren to put another unit on the top floor, or to expand our middle car into a bigger incant car. We have an Empyrean Well in the next ring, so I think I need to get the upgrades in now so that we're prepped for that Empyrean Well. Let's see what we hit. Got a Fight Club and a Weapons Cache. This should probably be a Fight Club. I've only got Spear Stewards left. If I still had a Shield Steward, maybe the Steward's Quarters, but it's not usually the Steward's Quarters anyway. Right now, the best use of Fight Club is setting it up with the Cold Kalia, so the Cold Kalia starts hitting for like 30-something damage. It's a pretty big shift. Alright, Large Stone option. We have the Speed Stone, so I think we're Speed Stoning our Cold Kalia. That's still the best recipient of this upgrade. Not great Nameless Siren upgrades. I think we use a Large Stone for our other Titan Sentry, so that our top floor Titan Sentry will be a lot tougher. I could also Heartstone him while I'm at it. It makes him work very efficiently with the Winged Spirit, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. So this is an important distinction. I can either go full Cold Channel, or I can decide I want a lot more stats and go into Titan Channel here. Titan Channel is going to grow a lot faster. But I might be forced to pop Titan Channel early sometimes. I'm going to go with the Titan Channel. Now, I have a question about this that I'm going to need to figure out, is can I cast something like Alloy of the Ancients onto the Stasis version? Also, they buffed Alloy of the Ancients, provides 5 extra armor. I like that a lot. I think the Hellhorn armor strats have been a little weak. This is going to be a tough fight, because I rely on a lot of incants throughout the fight. I think this Titan Skin 4 doesn't really bother me. It causes... Yeah, because Cold Kalia still sweeps through almost all of these guys. Like, all of the basic attackers. So I only have to worry about the tough guys in the front. And they're honestly not that big. I think I'm going to do Soul Guard and the Nameless Siren up the top. Yes, that's all fine. I cannot target a Stasis unit with this. Alright. Just going to start stacking him up. And we'll incidentally throw that out. Multi-strikers are pretty susceptible to all this frostbite. Let's see. I want that out. It's a big output difference. I think I want a Titan's Gratitude, then Vent. Cool. If I don't wake up Soul Guard here, this unit dies. Waking him up right here is an 80-80. That's perfectly fine. Oh, he's an 80-105 because he has the base stat line from Cold Channel 1 as well. That should be enough stats to beat Kel. Extra body in there. More casts if I do it that way. I can preserve some health here. Cast maxing 28 shards. Right, Kel is now on the train. This should be the Winged Spirit round. I want to set up a lot of defense here. Throw these out. The Nameless Siren actually dies before Kel hits the top car. But Soul Guard should be enough. I didn't leave any space behind to replay my Endless unit. Oh no, he can fit. Yeah, he can fit here because some things died. So yeah. Welcome back. That's a lot more damage. Pretty good. Alright, shard 40. And then once that dies, I can bring this guy in again. That should certainly win the fight. And then some. I'm still very concerned about how we're getting through the Incant, Strix, and Hallow. Frenzied Swarm will be essential for Dominion. Tiresome Climb is a redundant, essential anti-Dominion effect. With those picked up, I'm more likely to want the Merchant of Magic. And we could possibly get a duplicate card here, too. I don't have a good duplication effect for the Nameless Siren, but I could duplicate the Cold Kalia here as well. Let's see if we hit a good spell setup. Then I'll check my event, then we'll duplicate something. Not looking for Consume Remove. A Freeze Stone on the Frenzied Swarm is pretty cool, but I think we're usually looking to, like, Emberstone and hold over it, or Emberstone Dualism it, or something like that. I'm actually going to hit both of these with a discount, then reroll. There's the holdover. We take holdover on Frenzied Swarm. And then I'll take a Surge Stone onto one of these torches. Alright, check the alcove. Please show me unit upgrade. Ooh, okay, okay. Ooh, what are we cooking with? So I could get a third upgrade onto the Cold Kalia. Or I could get a third upgrade onto one of these Titan Sentries. Worthy Sacrifice on an Endless unit is fun sometimes. I don't think it's great in this context. I'm not looking at many lives or Fecundity, I don't think. Because the copy loses Fecundity. You only get one extra clone. But I could still put it on the Cold Kalia, and then have basically all of my floors be Cold Kalia, and then I'm just kind of a boss killer from there. And then I can take a size upgrade, because I'll have up to 4 Cold Kalias in my car. I think I like that a good bit. So the Nameless Siren is going to fall by the wayside. The Spear Stewards are also pretty useless. So we need to line up a card remove then. We will duplicate the Fecundity Cold Kalia. We got an Unstable Vortex with a Forgotten Boon here and a Merchant of Arms. This is a really ideal location. Maybe we can find some equipment for our newly compounded units. Heaven Seal... I think I can't take this. I'm too dependent on Frostbite damage. Yeah. I can't take this. That's just kind of incompatible with our current run. That first Cold Kalia. Titan Sentry. Second Cold Kalia. With 2 costers into our deck. We'll probably want to take... It's unclear if we want energy or car space next. Since we don't have the space to play both of these yet, we probably want car space, and then we'll just have to bring out our units steadily over the course of the fight. So bring you out now. We do run the risk that sometimes our Forgotten Powers are going to ditch our Frenzied Swarms. Like that. But we can be more careful about it in fights where it matters. For this fight, there's no way we need to constantly Frenzied Swarm. Ooh, Cold Kalia is clocking these shield bearers on the bottom floor after adding that room. Love to see it. I can toss this, I won't need it. Okay, we're doing good, but I'm in threat of losing this right now. Tiresome Climb actually kills him here. I don't have space for the Spear Steward anywhere. Just throw out more spells, get up more shards. As many shards we can before we're forced to wake him up. I don't have a space for this Cold Kalia. This guy's dying on the quick attack, so I don't need to cast other stuff. Go ahead and throw down the alloy here. Cast our one coster. Yeah. Or we cast our zeros. Endless Boy comes back. Flash freeze you, it should be pretty effective. You die on the quick attack. I have no space for the Endless unit. We're getting into his reanimates. I don't need to play the Frenzied Swarm. 36 shards. $360. Big beefy stat block. The new Titan channel is pretty hype, especially with the Founding Seal. Ooh, that's good. Really good. Crystalline Seeds and Titan's Tooth are both viable here. I'm going to take the Titan's Tooth because I already have a holdover Frenzied Swarm. We have not taken any imps, so important work doesn't help very much, but we do have space to play a Pyre Chomper. Pyre Chomper is mediocre. He doesn't help us in that many ways. How many chances do we have to make an endless Pyre Chomper? We've got 2 Merchant of Steel possibilities. One here and one here. I think this Merchant of Arms is likely to be stronger than this Merchant of Steel, unless we really need the Pyre remains. Right now, we're already at 100% Pyre health, so we don't necessarily need that. The Merchant of Magic on the 7th ring is okay. It's paired with Celestial Alcove. We don't actually need more upgrades for our spells right now, so I think that's kind of whatever. So we are likely to see 1 Merchant of Steel. I don't think we're seeing 2, especially because I also think I want this Unstable Vortex. So with 1 Merchant of Steel possibility... let's see... I don't think I take the Pyre Chomper here. I think it's unimportant. I don't think I take the Inflame either, just because it comes paired with a Calcified Ember. I'm going to use the restroom. I will be right back. Okay, thank you for your patience. I'm back. Alright, this is definitely the side I'm taking right now. Let's grab this. I want to remove both of my Spear Stewards. They're definitely not going to hang out. I don't think I want a second Fight Club, but it's not bad. With multi-striking sweepers, it's probably good enough to take this. Then I'm re-rolling. Not taking glass cannons. Well, not only do I have a hard time with glass cannons, we've got Dominion. You generally, I think, don't want glass cannons against Dominion. Echo Vault. I don't think I have big enough spells to play Echo Vault, really. Although Echo Vault is hilarious with Frenzied Swarm and Tiresome Climb, and I can play Echo Vault at my top floor. Let me take all these. I think I'm taking a space upgrade over an energy upgrade, which is going to make my energy really tough and tells me that maybe I should have taken that Pyre Chomper. But we're just going to proceed like this. Hopefully card draw will just help us set a lot of this stuff up early and easily. And I'm going to be counting on that. This is the first time in a while I have not taken energy. Usually, if I don't take energy, it's with Umbra. Pretty different circumstance here. I think I can play Soul Guard top floor and not... Well, he's invisible, so he's not going to die immediately no matter what I do. Okay, starting attack of 14. I could not remember how strong that came in. So that doesn't even kill the Cold Kalia immediately. I do need to incant into this, but it's just health on Strix, which should be fine. I think I can play on Hallow's incant. I need to make sure Strix isn't getting slays, but I'm configured in a way that I don't think Strix will be getting slays. After a certain point, I probably Daze Lock Strix. Let's see. I think I play the Echo Vault as the top priority. Then we drop a Vengeful Shard and try to Forgone Power. No, we do the Forgone Powers first. Alright. Oh, I should have played the Vengeful Shard as the second play there. Whoops. I had a guaranteed on Titans 2. I had a guaranteed Titans 2 play. This will also be a Fight Club. I don't really want to Tiresome Climb Strix. Because you gain, Oh, this Strix doesn't have a loop effect. Never mind. I can totally Tiresome Climb the Strix. Echo Vault shouldn't copy the Tiresome Climb. I think. Okay, so it copied it, but with no target. So I still got the incant value. That's good. This is not dying because of quick attacks. You should be the one that I meat shield. I can Frenzied Swarm this guy. And he'll be double Frenzied Swarm, which is unfortunately going to give Strix a bunch of health, but it should still be a good play. I'm going to let him die. He's not dying to Strix's effect. We just end on the double Frenzied Swarm here. Yeah, he can die, that's fine. The rest of this is okay. It's possible that we're meant to wake up our good buddy a bit earlier here. That's going to be hard for me to judge throughout this run. 34 times 8 is a bunch of stats. 2 waves left. Do I keep Frenzied Swarming Strix, or do I go for Forgone Powers here? I don't want to take Saps on the Cold Kalia. It's very meaningful for her attack power. So I think what I'm going to do here is Resurge, Alloy, and hold my Swarm. His shards still matter for Cold Channel. I think this combination of Cold Channel, Titan Channel is absurdly strong. Way better than it used to be. It's looking sickeningly buffed to me. Got nothing to put out here. I don't think I want to Tiresome Climb Hallow. Actually, he's a flying boss. He just takes the days. He doesn't loop. We're okay on the other floors. Alright, so we do very little damage to them before Relentless in this setup, but I think we just destroy them on Relentless, right? Yeah, it's really good progress. I'll drop my Calcified Ember. I could cast a Frenzied Swarm here. Hallow's still under 3 dazes. Strix is 30 damage. Yeah, I'd probably cast another one here. Yeah, went up to 700 damage on Strix. Why was there a shuffling? Why did one of them get knocked back? Oh, it discarded a, what's it called? It discarded a Crypt Builder. I was not paying close attention to my hand, but it's fine. Okay, so, coming up here. I forgot to use Wing Spirit last turn, so I would use it here, but we've already won. Frostbite strats! Good stuff. I don't think Reinforce is really playable here. Siren Song we don't play with our current configuration. Ice and Pyre is playable, but not good enough. This feels weird to say it's not good enough, but it's really not. If you're not playing Conduit on the top floor, it's just not good. I think it's this Merchant of Steel. What are we looking to upgrade? Maybe the Nameless Siren, but it doesn't even matter. What else can we do with the Merchant of Steel? Is it actually important? No, the Merchant of Steel might actually be bad. I think if I'm going this way, it's for the Forgotten Boons and the Empyrean Well. So, we have 7 space per floor. That means Soul Guard can be backed up by 2 Cold Kalias. Actually, all of our stuff can be backed up by 2 Cold Kalias, so I probably duplicate another Cold Kalia. And we just keep playing Cold Kalias throughout the entire fight. I don't think I have the space to upgrade anything else except for the Nameless Siren, which I just don't care about. I'd rather remove the Nameless Siren, and we can just pay for card removes here. Pretty sure I'm seeing this Unstable Vortex up here, but I want to use that to remove torches more than anything else. I'm going to remove a Nameless Siren, and I'm going to remove 1 torch. Start. I don't really want to pay that much for a card remove. And then we're going to duplicate a Cold Kalia again. Ice Cold. So Cold Channel 2 just gives us 25 stats, whereas Resurgence 2 gives us another +4/+4 per incant. This is going to go hard. Once again, I'm not taking Heaven Seal. I don't think I can do it with this configuration. We have a pretty high damage target to hit with our frankly pathetic amount of energy. This is very chill. Just stacking up Frostbite, casting a couple spare spells. This guy can visit the fire if he wants. He doesn't do damage. Chuck the Gooey Flask. I don't want to keep it. I don't need the Frenzied Swarm right now, and I don't want to hold it over. It inhibits me from drawing other stuff. I suspect I'm probably not killing this Avowed Gladiator at the top floor right now. No, we're really far away from it. Let's see. Flash Freeze. I want to set this up. Then I think it's probably Echo Vault and we bet on Crypt Builder. If Crypt Builder gets doubled by Echo Vault, he might die. Okay, so that'll hit him again for 80. And then he'll take some more. I think we need to bring out Soul Guard. That should make us safe. Is 200 stats, so he can half-kill an Avowed Gladiator. The double Avowed Gladiator round will still be troublesome. Oh, that's interesting. So if you hit an Offering card, the Echo Vault doesn't duplicate the Offering card. The last spell played on this floor is played again. I thought the, what's it called? I thought it would count as a played spell and just be played again. That defies my expectations. Keep channel maxing. Channeled up. Tune into this channel. I think we're taking... Okay, so we're not taking more damage. Alright, that's fine. Hold Kalia, drop a Vengeful Shard. I have no need to be taking fire damage right now, so not gonna. Dominion is going to be tough, for sure. It's like this. Hit Winged Spirit. That's still not killing the Chosen Prayer Stone. Hate that. Let's see. Tiresome Climb does kill you. I might just need to maximize Soul Guard and Hope. Our sweepers don't put up well with a Thane, and if I cast onto a Thane, it gets worse. The Discordant Heretics will be gone, so we're not dealing with that at least, but... I might need to hold the Frenzied Swarm. We'll see how this goes. We're a lot better at killing flying bosses than we are with somebody like this. Yeah, pretty far off. I have one more Cold Kaylee in there, but I think the Titan Sentry is a better unit for us. And I think I park him right here. Let's send it on the Frenzied Swarm. Alright, I really need to see how I'm doing with this fight on the top floor. She got both of her effects. It's really dangerous. And now I need to cast into her incant, but I think her incant is not the worst thing for us. Oh, wow. 300 short. This probably means that I win the fight by Titan channeling harder. Let me do that again. This is a quirked up fight. Sometimes, like, you're just not built for it. Firstly, I should be setting up like this. It's better. Like, I think I did one Cold Kalia there, one there. It should be both at the bottom. Cast this. We're already at 14, which I think is better than I did before. Last time, I think I stopped at 12. I think I don't want to hold over this card. I think I need to draw back through my deck to get the other Cold Kalias out. I think I'm going to let this guy through so that I can guarantee that Soul Guard is big enough to win. He should get one Pyre hit for 9 damage. Our Pyre's really healthy, though. Let's see. You're the one I want to meet shield. And we should be doing Torch, Vent, Gone Power. Okay, I can either take another 9 damage from this guy, or I can wake up Soul Guard now. I'm just going to take another 9. We're going to just hold Soul Guard till the last second. I think I wake him up here so that I can get out the Cold Kalia safely. No, we can Tiresome Climb and still get the Cold Kalia out. Gee, I could let the Cold Kalia take a hit. No, we'll have spikes up here. I don't want her to. Take another 2. Okay, the energy constraints are a little real, but... We're down to 6. We'll Frenzied Swarm this floor, so I don't necessarily need to wake up Soul Guard. We have to hit the Winged Spirit. Frenzied Swarm into Crypt Builder kills one of these. The other one gets to fire if Soul Guard's not awake. Oh no, they're on daze 2, so he dies before he hurts fire. After daze 2, once again, he doesn't hurt fire. And now we wake up Soul Guard when a Thane hits the floor. We win the fight. Okay, so we should probably be ballparking for 30 shard for Soul Guard to win the fight for us. But there's a huge variability in our power level based on how long we wait on Soul Guard Titan. That's a pretty nasty skill factor. Like, that is some tough math. Second Titan's Tooth? I'm pretty cozy with second Titan's Tooth. I don't really want a second Tiresome Line, because I've already got the holdover effect. I don't have a Merchant of Magic here to check on. It's a bit of a bummer. Let's see. Got a Meat Shield for a Titan Sentry. The Unstable Vortex is pretty good, so I can remove 2 of these baseline torches. They do very little. We could, of course, get about 21 health for our Pyre out of the Pyre remains. But I think it's over here. We get the Forgotten Boons, the Unstable Vortex. The Forgotten Boons is going to let us dig deeper on the Merchant of Trinkets. And I'm going to check this just in case. Okay, we are not seeing a Silence Room. A Swift Steel Dagger is a mediocre upgrade to one of the Cold Kalias, but I don't think I need it here. I don't think it helps enough. Imp Sickle is a little interesting. Imp Sickle's pretty good with Versatile Ember Staff because we can play a Blight, an Imp, and a spell during a turn. I'll take that. Roll it. Cuddlebeard is great. That's what we were hoping to see. And that gets us out at the point where we can buy the Quick Dagger. Dropping 2 torches, and we're on. I think a lot of this fight is going to depend on how long it takes us to find a Daze Lock. Now, with Soul Guard here under stasis, I'm pretty sure Dominion starts on the top floor, but isn't actually able to hit us, which should be helpful. That is correct. He is uselessly on the top floor. We have our Frenzied Swarm immediately, which is great. The Queen's Impling here soaks up this corruption from these misshapen fiends. Very useful. That was a big factor in me taking Imsicle. And we got up to Shard 10. Every spell's worth double the Shard. Once again, we're bringing out a Molten Imp to block the Misshapen Fiends. Unfortunately, I need to just play the Frenzied Swarm here because I can't afford to miss it, so that prevents us from developing Soul Guard for a bit. But it helps... Ooh. Ah, Versatile Ember Staff. Let us play the Echo Vault. Sweet. That's something to think about. Versatile... So, something that's interesting about that is that Versatile Ember Staff resolved before Frenzied Swarm holdovered... Holdover puts it on top of the draw pile next turn. It cannot put it on top of the draw pile same turn. And we ran into Pyre Chomper on a great turn. All right. This one's being really nice to us. I can consume this on the top floor. But I need to Frenzy Seraph. Pyre Chomper still dies because of the corruption. But we get 4 more shards. Let's see. Corruption blocker. I can do this. Let's see. I think I'm going to alloy this guy. We get double days here because of the Echo Vault. 22 shards. I think my next draw has Rising, has Tiresome Climb. There it is. Nice. Take that out. Third card type. Just got to keep Seraph locked even if we're not getting revenge effects. Okay, he's actually dying on the Frostbite ticks. But it might be preferable for me to Tiresome Climb it. It was also the only spell I could play on the floor without discarding cards. Scaling up the attack on these guys is also really nice. Okay, we are taking a hit on the Titan Sentry, but it's from the Avowed Gladiator, so it doesn't have, like, a Corruption Rider or anything. Should be the... Wait. Is that the only attack that's coming in? Am I sure it's not a Deformed Duo that's hitting him? He might wind up with some Corruption, but I don't see a way around it. Torch. Vent. Frenzied Swarm. This will actually draw me a card, I think. No, it won't. I didn't have a third card type. There were no blights in hand. These 2 days, though. Not causing trouble. Oh, no, we didn't take Corruption. That's good. We made it to final wave without having to wake up our boy on the top floor. Doing 4,000 damage to Seraph here. And that's before we daze Seraph. Two Titan's Tooths. Okay, doing 4,892. Might kill Seraph on the second floor with Soul Guard still asleep. As we often seem to do. The Imsicle's doing a lot. Like, that was a great pickup. Yeah, he just ticks to death. Up. Ooh. I like that we finally managed to make Hellhorn do something for us at the very last second. This is very much just a Stygian run. We have like 2 Hellhorn cards, grand total. But I skipped every other Imp offering. They just didn't fit my cars that well, didn't fit a Revenge strat that well. Okay, this time I'll almost certainly have to wake up Soul Guard, right? Well, let's see. I will bring this in. Bring this in. Begin the shards. So we are taking corruption on our frontline units from the top floor, and there's not much we can say about it. He's getting killed, but it's fine. I could bring in the welder helper for him to die slower. So that's equipment, unit, spell. Let's see. We don't want to play Curses of Entropy this fight, pretty much. I could tire some Climb Dominion. Might slow me down. We'll cast it. It'll slow down the corruption we're taking. We are quick striking out the Chosen Assassin because we just have 2 quick units. Let's see. I want to get out this other Cold Kalia, so we're going to skip this Fledgling Imp. And actually, we're going to use the Curse of Entropy to set up the Versatile Emberstaff this turn. Then I can bring this out and get some rage to compensate for the loss of, what's it called? For the loss of attack power. Endless comes back out. So that'll be unit, room, spell. Should be event. And we're playing this just to hold it in case I need it. I think we wake up Soulguard the second time Savagery gets to the top floor. Okay, we're doing a decent job of cleaning things out. We have a Transcend Imp. I don't think I've gotten a Pyre Chomper this run. But this is probably still the play. Okay, I don't want to lose him, so we need a Winged Spirit here. So we've done unit. Blight, spell. Now, I'm actually going to risk it on the Forgotten Power so I can cast Firelight. And then we Frenzied Swarm to drop the Curse of Entropy. So we can be effectively immune to that damage. Okay, our middle 4 is going to crumple. The Transcendent actually stayed out. Which I'm not sure we want, but whatever. I can get him out. It's like a free cast. I think we're going to bring up Soul Guard so that we can get this Cold Kalia to stick. I wasn't able to set up the Echo Vault before, unfortunately. So 32 Soul Guard. Comes in as a 384, 409. He'll soak up the Trample, start doing some revenge. That's too much. Okay, we're going to have to daze this floor. Get that out. This will be third card. I could send it on Forgotten Power. There's a chance I lose Frenzied Swarm. Still benefit from shards here. Unfortunately, the replay makes me discard the Firelight that turn. I probably want him gone. But I don't want to lose this Cold Kalia, so we're still playing Welder Helpers. Okay, that's a good outcome. Probably gonna daze here so that we only lose one Cold Kalia, but this one's definitely gone to Entropy. Now Entropy's dead. We are on a decent clock for Savagery. We're on a fine clock for Dominion. I think we're really on pace. I don't want to tiresome climb him. But yeah, middle floor is going to crumble. And I knew the middle floor was finite. You back. You defend here? Yeah, good enough. We do a Blight and a spell. Get a little more energy. Okay, Savagery is dead, so it's only Dominion. So I cast no other spells here so that we Echo Vault Firelight. Next Firelight cast I should run. Wave 10 win is just a little slow, but that's perfectly fine. We weren't really on a buffed rushdown type of strat anyway. Very steady frostbite-based kills. And yeah, Athane was our last big worry. I felt we were pretty secure for the flying bosses. Once I had gotten the Daze Lock effect for Dominion, we were very safe for the rest of the run. Win number 112.